Let us define the word nafs and the three types of nafs. Nafs means self-desire, but let us go deeper to its meaning. We have an introduction to the three types of nafs by Sheikh Kamaluddin Ahmed. The first way in which the word nafs is used is to indicate our own self. Some people would translate it in English as self. Some people would translate it in English as soul. An example of this is when Allah Almighty says in the Quran, "And remember your Lord inside yourself." Chapter 7, verse 205. The second way the term nafs has been used in the Quran, which is quite frequent, is that nafs is referring to a specific part of ourself. And it is that part of ourself that has desires, appetite, anger, passion, lust. It has all these things. Some people call it the ego. Some people may even call it the carnal self or the carnal soul. This nafs is part of our physical self, even though it is not part of our physical body. And this nafs is not part of the ruh. Rather, it is part of the physical human being. So if we wanted to say that we have a physical component to our creation, then that is our body and our nafs. Then separate from the nafs, Allah Almighty has also put inside of ourselves an inner spiritual component of our creation, and that is our ruh. Three adjectives have been used in the Noble Quran to describe three different types of nafs: nafs al-amara, nafs al-lawama, and nafs al-mutmainna. The first is nafs al-amara, indeed, the nafs that overwhelmingly commands a person to do sin. Chapter 12, verse 53. So this refers to that nafs which is ruling over the self. This means that the nafs command us and tell us what to do. So when the nafs has any desire, any wish, any appetite, it simply commands us and dominates us. Nafs al-amara is that nafs which is sovereign over a human being. It has sovereignty over us. What does it mean? That the nafs is sovereign over us? If it is al-amara, it means that we are subjugated by it. We are subordinate to it. We listen and follow all of its dictates and commands. This is the first type of nafs, and the sign that a person has these types of nafs is that they sin willingly, blatantly, remorselessly, in any way that they want. This concept is actually glorified because people say, you should do whatever makes you happy, do whatever pleases you, do whatever your heart desires. They may glamorize that by saying that it is the heart. For us, it is not the heart. Second type of nafs is known as nafs al-lawama, and I swear by the reproaching soul. Chapter 75, verse 2. Lawam here means to self-incriminate, to self-reproach, to blame oneself. This is that nafs that sometimes brings a person to do sin, but then that nafs self-incriminates itself. It reproaches itself. It feels bad. It feels guilty. Then this guilt increases so much so that the person leaves those sins because he feels guilty about them. So the sign that people have such a nafs is precisely that when they commit a sin, they feel remorse and regret. They feel guilt, they feel shame, they feel embarrassment, they wish they could take it back, they wish they never did it. They may even intend at that moment to never do that again. So they are fighting a battle within their nafs. Sometimes they commit sin and sometimes they are able to stay away from sin. The third type of nafs is nafs al-mutmainna. To the righteous it will be said, O reassured soul, return to your Lord well pleased and pleasing to Him. Chapter 89, verse 27 to 28. Allah Almighty addresses the nafs al-mutmainna, and mutmain here means two things. Number one, they are mutmain, meaning they are content with the hukum of Allah. Allah Almighty, there is nothing else that makes them happy, but such people are also doing what makes them happy because this person has been molded, trained, and disciplined in such a way The only thing that makes their nafs happy, that it gives it solace. The only thing that it is mutmain on, that it is content with, it is what Allah Almighty is pleased with and what Allah Almighty is content with. So its contentment lies in that which Allah Almighty is happy and pleased with. Number 2, mutmain means that the nafs has reached a state of serenity. The serene, contented, tranquil, at peace nafs. Obviously, the peace here means that it has aman, safety, and itminan, contentment, from doing sin as well as from desiring sin. It has no unlawful desires. It has desires, that is what the nafs does, but it only desires good things. The sign of this is exactly what we just mentioned. This person not only abstains from sin, he no longer desires sin. That faculty and part of their humanity that desires only and only desires things which Allah Almighty views as desirable, and it has stopped desiring those things which Allah Almighty has labeled as undesirable. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. You're watching GBC Global Broadcasting Channel. Thank you.